welcome back to our channel. We make K-pop reaction videos every other day, but today I'm not going to be doing a reaction. We're gonna have a cool little sit down where we discuss things together. I had this idea recently because as you know, I've been to 3 BTS concerts, which happened to be my first set of BTS concerts ever, and I kept getting asked like a lot of questions regarding the concert and like how I got clothes, how I got my tickets, what did I do, where did I go, when did I get to the venue. And I mean, this being my first ever BTS concert, I did learn a lot of things. It is my first K-pop concert. Actually, my first K-pop concert was earlier this year, but the BTS concert was on a different scale because it was the first time I've ever done GA for a K-pop concert. I've done GA for other things and it was not the same as it was for BTS, I can tell you that much. So I do have some points on my phone. I made sure I wrote everything because I'm like those people, I get very scatterbrained when I do these types of videos because my mind is running at like 100 whatevers and I completely forget everything that I want to talk about. So I did write everything on my phone. So I'm prepared. I'm ready. Are we ready, June? I'm ready. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about 100% is how I got my tickets, because you know you can't be going to no concert if you've got no tickets, am I right? Getting the tickets was the most stressful, painful, horrible ordeal I have ever gone through, and the things that I have learned after going through that, I could have avoided so much turmoil. You know what I mean? I really went through it, y'all, and I made some mistakes. I got played quite a bit to get my tickets. So let's get it started. So tickets dropped back in May, and if you guys have been following my channel, you know I was actually in Korea in May, and so the tickets were being sold in Canada. As you know, I went to the Hamilton show. I'm from Canada. But the tickets are being sold at 4 p.m. in Canada. Now, since I was in Korea, I had to wake up for 3 a.m. for the tickets to go on sale, which means I actually woke up for that because like I was scared. I think no, the tickets went on sale, if I'm doing my math correctly, 5 a.m. in Korea, but I'm like a chicken, so I woke up at 3 a.m. because I was so nervous for the tickets. I remember I woke up really early. But anyways, so yeah, pretty ironic that the first time anything K-pop related is like in my favor, I have to wake up at an unholy hour. But anyways, I digress. So my OG plan was to actually go to one of those like PC cafes to buy my tickets, because I hear the internet's faster and whatever, but the internet at my place, at my Airbnb, was actually pretty lit. So I was like, okay, we're good, we can do this. So obviously, you know, I get my devices, I get everything set up, I open up my multiple tabs, I have multiple accounts, I'm all set. I've watched all of those videos that like will guarantee me to get my BTS tickets. Like I really wanted GA, y'all. I truly wanted GA, at least for one night, you know? Anyways, so my OG plan was just to buy for one night. I was just gonna buy for the Saturday and that was gonna be it because I didn't know like my school situation, if I could go to any of the other shows, right? So anyways, I buy my tickets. I get my tickets. The problem is I kept getting tickets. I kept getting them. And like I had to deal with the unholy thing known as Ticketmaster. So I kept getting my tickets, and every time I would get my tickets, somebody apparently would steal it out of my basket. And this happened, you guys, for so long. Like my heart was sinking. I almost cried, I almost threw up. And I was doing this with my friends, and they were able to get us 200 level C tickets, just 3. And then we were able to get just 2 GAs. My friend actually like got it, it went on her phone. So there's 2 GAs, and then at that point tickets were sold out and they were selling basically resale tickets. Now I was like, okay, you know what, I've never been to a BTS concert. I don't know when I'm ever gonna go again. I've loved BTS since 2014, and the resale tickets were about $500 each. And I was like, you know what? Like, I saved up so much money for this concert. I don't care if I'm gonna be paying $500 for a ticket. I'm going to buy them. I don't give a crap. So I bought the tickets, and these were 100 level seats, okay? So I buy the tickets. I'm pretty content with my life. I'm like, okay, we're good. I get this like email from Ticketmaster saying that the tickets I was looking for are available, and this is like at around 3 p.m. in Korea, so that's like 2 a.m. or something in Canada. So I check in my thing, and it's GA tickets, and I was like, are you actually shitting me, Ticketmaster? So I go in there, I consult with Caesar. I'm like, listen, my boy, like, I really need to see them GA. I want this so bad. And he was kind enough to let me blow more money to buy those tickets. Okay, so I bought them. I got my GA. I was happy. But now I'm stuck with these 100 level seats, and I'm like, what do I do with them? So my next plan was obviously to sell them. But I check, and I realize that I bought Thursday tickets. Those 100 level seats were Thursday tickets, and I was like, God damn it. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? So I just kept them in my possession. I was like, you know, I'm gonna sell them closer to the date. I don't want to deal with these tickets right now. So I got my tickets, okay? All I can say to you guys is, don't do what I did. Don't waste all your money on tickets, okay? It's too much. I realized after that I probably could have got these tickets for face value had I just waited and checked on Twitter, because people are constantly selling their tickets on Twitter. And if you are someone who buys your tickets off Twitter, please do check if you have proofs and stuff. I know so many people who have bought their tickets off for face value off Twitter. Like, it is possible. I don't know why I played myself. I think because I got stuck in the moment, like stuck with the anxiety that I wouldn't be able to go to the concert, so I just grabbed whatever I could get. And sometimes that's not right. Sometimes it's cool to wait, because those tickets went out in May and the concert was not until September. And from May to September, the amount of tickets that I saw being sold at a good price was ridiculous. Like, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Reddit, you can go on Twitter. And turns out that freaking Ticketmaster decided that 2 weeks before the show, they were going to be kind and sell the tickets for face value, which, like, I found so fucking loud. But all I can say, guys, be patient. Those ridiculously priced resale tickets will always be on the site. So, I mean, worst case scenario, if you're at the wire, if you're at the end of the line, buy them, okay? Shh, just buy them. But don't buy them in May. Buy them after, when you've exhausted all plans, all resources. Buy them after, okay? Or else you're gonna be like me, crying about how you spent so much money on your tickets while others did not. Anyways, I digress. It was worth it. It was truly worth it at the end of the day. Anyways, so that's how I procured my tickets. I really don't have any advice. Some people are just lucky, some people are not. When it came to City Field, I was a lot more luckier. I was a lot more chill. I was a lot more relaxed, and everything fell into place. I know for City Field, I did not want to do GA 100%. Like, if I got GA tickets, I probably would have bought them and tried to trade them. After the Hamilton GA extravaganza, I really was just like, you know, this tour, I can't do GA again. I'm getting old, my back hurts, my leg hurts. Like, it was getting too much. So I wanted just at least 100 level seated, and I got those tickets, so I was very happy. That was a very good setup. They had a very good setup for that site. They did good. I was proud of you. Good job, City Field. Anyways, next thing that I keep getting asked on here is my whole GA experience versus my seated tickets experience. Now, let's stretch this out. We'll talk about seated first. Seated is pretty chill. Like, my dude, you could literally show up 2 minutes before the show, and you will get your seat. You will sit down. You will be comfortable. You will be chill. You'll be happy. Okay, I have no complaints about seated. Seated is really cool because, you know, you're around people. You don't have to deal with pushing. You get to just like enjoy the show. and I feel like you could take in the atmosphere more, you could take in the crowd more, and you take in the screens more, and just the whole picture. I find you take a lot better when you're in seated rather than GA. The reason being that when you're in GA, you're very mentally focused on like interactions and being close to them and seeing them, that you kind of like block out everything else. I noticed when I was in GA, I hardly was looking at the screens like I was when I was in seated. I feel like I was more into the screens than I was like the actual stage. And like, I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's just how I saw it. Like, or maybe it was because when I was doing GA, I had already seen the screens, so I was like less into them. I don't know what it was. You let me know if like you have something different for GA, but I found I was very like focused to the stage rather than the screens. But yeah, seated was chill. I really think if you are not down to be pushed and you want to just relax and enjoy the concert, then I really suggest doing seated. But if you want to have a very fancy, extra, over the top day where you literally feel like you're about to lose your life, then do GA, because that was an experience, y'all. So we'll talk about GA now, because I have a lot to say. I have a lot of tea to spill. Anyways, so a lot of people ask me how I was able to get so close to the stage. And it was a combination of multiple things, okay? So when I had done seated on Thursday, I actually scoped out the stage and like tried to see what was the best spot to stand GA wise, and I learned a couple things, which I'll discuss in a bit. But I learned a couple things, okay? So first things first, if you do want to get close to the stage, I highly suggest camping out. I know that venues say don't camp out, and they always try to put up this front like they're not gonna accept the official line. But as you've seen from other dates, other tour stops, that never happens, and that if you follow the rules of not camping, you end up not winning. So if you have the ability to camp, I really suggest that you do. I know it's hard, and that's where I lead into point number 2. I really think if you're going to camp, it's very important to have a good group of people. I highly suggest like a group of 10, so that you're able to switch off if you need a break, if you want to go on a walk, if you want to go like home for a bit and like chill for a bit. I really suggest having a group of people who would hold your spot in the line for you. Because that was like a lifesaver for, I know, a lot of my friends. I was the person who never left the line. I stayed in the line all day, except for when I had to pee, obviously. That's when I would leave the line. But anyways, so I got to the lineup. My show is Saturday, 8 o'clock, like 8 p.m. They weren't giving out wristbands till Saturday around 10 o'clock. So I got to the venue on the Friday around like 1 p.m. 12 to 1 p.m. I don't remember exactly, but it was that range, 12 to 1 p.m. And I basically brought all my little camping gear. I got my little chair. I got all set up and pretty, and I sat in my chair, and then I just chilled. I made friends with everybody who was around me, which was really nice. I met 2 really sweet girls that were to the left of me, and they were amazing. I freaking loved them. And it was really funny because I had a group of people, so it was gonna be like me, Caesar, my friend Sarah and Hazal, my friend Jordan, Dana and her friend, and like it was so funny because when she came, she was looking for her other friends, and they happened to be beside me the whole time, and I'm like, oh my god, we became homies already. So that was like my squad. We were good, like we were a good squadron, okay? And we just chilled the whole time. We hung out, we had fun, we listened to music, we had snacks, and it really did make the time go by. I think the most difficult part of camping was actually the nighttime. There's a point in the night where like you can't really get set up to sleep, because there's a point in the night where the police actually come and they escort you to the actual venue. Like we had to camp off the venue for like the majority of the day, and then when it came to like the nighttime, they escorted us to the venue, and that was because they had like cameras and stuff to watch us. So we chilled there. It was great. There were some hobos, which was a bit of a struggle because it was a little scary. Because it's Canada, it was very, very, very cold at night. Like it was freezing. I really wish I brought my winter jacket because I was dying. I was actually dying. I've never been so cold in my entire life. It was horrible. But anyways, you know, I made it through the night, I braved through, finally got a wristband, and then we were able to go chill. So next important thing I guess that I should talk about is how I decided where I was going to stand on the stage and how I got so close to Barricade. It's pretty simple. As I was in the lineup, I actually met some girls who did GA before, like the night before, and they had told me that because they were like #1, so they said that they went to the center stage, you know, like the center, and they said they really didn't like it because of two things. Number one, the center stage, you can't really see the stage itself because of all the lights. Apparently the lights are very blinding when you're center stage, and it's very hard to like see everything when they're on main stage. And number two, there's like no interactions. Because what happens is the camera for, I guess, their DVDs or whatever the heck they're filming is like right on the center stage. And so a lot of the times when they're close up on center stage, they're playing to the camera more than they are to like interacting with the fans, because like I guess that's just what you gotta do, right? So what I learned was that a lot of the interactions happen on the sides of the stages. So the stage, you know how the BTS stage is like a diamond, so the diamond part, like just the tips of the diamonds, are like the best parts for interactions. The walkways are not so much, because a lot of the times they're just walking by it. The stairs are pretty chill too, because when they're coming up the stairs you'll see them, but the problem with the stairs is you're going to be seeing their backs a lot of the time. You won't really be seeing the front when they're performing on the stage, so I really highly suggest the sides of the stage, because what happens is whenever they're doing choreo and they go off to the sides, they always interact with the side people. I found like whenever it was DNA, Artinb, whenever like it wasn't part of the choreo, they always came to the sides and like interacted with us, which was great. And yeah, like they always go to the sides. Like I cannot stress enough, if you get GA, I really suggest the sides. And the thing is, nobody goes to the sides. Like everybody kind of stays to this, wants to be in the center of the stage. So like the center of the stage is so packed, and the sides of the stage are like empty, like absolutely empty. There's not a lot of pushing. There's not a lot of people. Like literally me and my friends could like leave the Barricade, go to the main stage, and come back to the Barricade and still be at the Barricade. Like it was ridiculous. Nobody wanted to be at the sides. But if you guys saw my vlog, y'all saw that I literally interacted with every single member. It was like the greatest day of my freaking life. I got to tell Park Jimin how much I loved him, and he acknowledged my potato butt. Namjoon kept dancing in front of us. Jin literally would not leave our side. Taehyung loved us. I got blessed by 3 members' holy waters. Got blessed by Tae's holy water, Hoseok's holy water, Jungkook's holy water. Jungkook? Oh my god. I think Jungkook was obsessed with my phone, and I don't know why. Because the amount of like, if you guys watch the vlog, I really suggest you watch my vlog. The amount of times Jungkook looked into my phone was absolutely ridiculous. Like there was parts where he was literally singing into my phone. I'm like, Jungkook, what do you want from me, bro? And I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are saying that it's because maybe he remembers me from BBMAs, because like Jungkook was the one that I was like harassing the most at BBMAs. Like he was the one I was talking to the most. I was like, Jungkook, what's up, my boy? Like I feel like Jungkook was like, girl, it's you again. I'm like, yeah, it's me again, JJK. Like, it's me. What's up, boy? I missed you. High five. Like, let's get it. Like, that's how I feel. Me and Jungkook were like on a level, but then Park Jimin. Y'all remember my scenario with Park Jimin at the billboards, like in his freaking flirting. Homie wouldn't let me rest at the concert. Like, I really thought like I was going to die. I really truly did. But like, oh, the concert was just so amazing. Like, I cried so hard at the end of that concert. Remember Hosuk actually like came over because I was crying so hard, and like he like held his arms out when he was walking over, like, oh, don't cry. And then he started like dancing like really softly in front of us, and like it was so soft because like literally my whole squad, we were crying, like bawling. Like, I was crying so hard. It was like the most wonderful thing I've ever experienced in my life. And when I say I would do it over and over and over again if I could, I would do it 500 times if I could. I truly would. I loved every second of that concert, the whole experience. It was hard, it was a cold night, and I wish I was more prepared. I wish I had someone to tell me how to properly do GA, because I wasn't prepared. I fought a lot of people in the lineup because a lot of people do cut and it's like ridiculous. A lot of people start acting foolish, and all I can give you as my advice is, if you do GA, please don't be those people. Don't push, don't act rude, don't be extra. Like, we're all here for the same reason, we're all here for the same thing. We all want to see BTS, but act with some respect and some like dignity. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the people I met in the line come to the concert by themselves, which, you know, that means they're standing in these pits by themselves and they have to deal with all these people, so they don't want to speak up. There was a bunch of like people I would have to speak up for because they were too shy, and I was just not cool with the way people were pushing them, especially the Korean people. I find, like, since a lot of like fan sites and Korean fans come over from Korea for these concerts, I find that they're very shy to tell people to stop pushing them and to leave them alone and stuff. And so I felt that was really uncool, that a lot of people were like taking advantage of that and they're being absolutely ridiculous to them. And I actually told a girl, I'm like, do you want me to tell them to stop, you know? And she was like, yes. And I was like, okay. So I like went to the people beside me and I'm like, you really gotta stop, like, this is not cool. So if you do see like things going down in the pit that are not cool, I really suggest you speaking up for those people, because sometimes people are shy and they don't want to say anything even though like they're having a horrible time. So I really suggest that. And don't be those people who steal other people's spots. We had some people who would literally try to like steal our spots, like they try to cut in front of us, and I'm like, are you okay? Like, I'm standing here, why are you cutting in front of me? Like, I'm right here, my dude. So yeah, what else can I say about the concert? So they actually at the concert have a part where, you know how merch line was its own thing? They actually had an express merch line just for army bombs and the rings. Wait a second. So I got the ring, and I got my army bomb. I actually bought my army bomb before the concert. I did the what's it called, pre-order for it, so I got mine beforehand, but my friends got theirs at the concert and I bought the ring at the concert. So they actually have an express line for these things, so you don't have to really wait up in the line. The lineup is like non-existent. You go there, you pick up your army bomb, and they actually have booths outside of the concert and stuff where they teach you how to sync up your army bomb to your like a Bluetooth device. So all you have to really do is you switch down, so it does like this thing where it blue flashes, and you basically have to download the apps. So the app is called, here, let me show you. Ooh, don't focus on my face. Okay, so the app is called BTS Official Lightstick, I believe. I can't see the full name, but it looks like this, the icon. So it looks like that. It's BTS Official Lightstick. And you guys like my picture? I took this picture of them. Oh, let me zoom in. Come on. I took that picture of Jimin and Namjoon. I keep it as my background. I find it crazy that like I took this picture. Like, oh my god. Anyways, so you go on this on here, and they have concert mode and self mode. So concert mode is where you want to go. So you go into concert mode. You have to make sure the Bluetooth part is on your phone. You go into concert mode, and you could do this like if you have it the Army Bomb ahead of time. You could do this actually at home. You don't have to do it at the venue. But see, right now it'll only have the dates that are available right now, like what stage of the concert they're at. If this wants to focus. Okay. So as you can see, they have the London O2 Arena. So had I been going to that concert, you just click it, and then it asks you to enter your ticket info, or you can just like barcode scan your ticket or enter your ticket info. But to make it easier, just say you're entering it, and then you press here, enter like information, and that has like seat numbers and GA and stuff. So you basically put your seat number, your row, your section. If you're GA, you just put GA all across. And then, so let's pretend I was going to this concert and I was in GA. So I'll put GA all across. I'll show you how it looks. So I'll put GA all across, like that. And then you press next. And then it'll say this, so basically to flick your Army Bomb down, but we've already done that. And then it's really cool. So when you press connect, it starts like doing this cool shit. Like hold. So it says hold your Army Bomb close, and then it starts changing colors to it. So if you, so basically it's asking, does your Army Bomb change the colors on the screen? And you would say yes. And then you would say your seat and stuff, confirm, and you're set for the concert. So then all you would have to do at the concert when you're there is flick up, and it will basically do what the venue wants it to do. And yeah, I thought I would have to keep my internet on all night for it, but it just automatically knows. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, you flick up and then you're set, and it does its own thing, which is really, really cool. But yeah, it was very complicated at first. You literally can do this at home before you go to the concert. Like say you bought your Army Bomb, you go home, you could do this at home. You don't have to do it at the venue site, or you could just go to one of those booths and they could do it for you, and you don't have to even worry about it. So I highly suggest you do that. I think that's about it. I think just baseline, all I can say, your GAs, stay hydrated. Don't forget to drink water. Make sure you have necessary toiletry and all that stuff around you. I had a lot of issues when it came to peeing at nighttime. There was one washroom that was open, and that was an A&W, and it was the most disgusting bathroom stall I've ever been into. Like I could not go there. I went there once and I was like, I'm holding my pee until the next place opened. So I had to hold my pee all night, which is difficult when you're cold. You know what I mean? But yes, make sure you're in a group of at least 10 people, because sometimes you do need a break. Sometimes it's okay to be like, okay, I need a break. I need to go on a walk. I need to go get warmed up. I have to go sit in the car for a bit. I have to just do something. Like, it's good to have a group of people because you do start to lose your mind. I noticed I was very cranky like on the Saturday. I was very, very cranky because I was very, very tired. I hardly slept that night because I just have some difficulty sleeping outside. I can't do it. So I was like the person who was up all night while everybody was like snoring. So it was really hard for me. I was really, really tired. So just make sure you have people, keep you chill. Make sure you have enough food. And just remember that you're there for a fun time, and it shouldn't be as stressful as sometimes it can can be. I was very stressed during that concert. I think the time where my stress was gone was when they finally came out and did Idol. But like until that moment I was so stressed. Because when you're put in pit, you have to actually stand there for like 3 hours before the concert starts, because they start letting you in 3 hours before the show. And so it gets so tiring just standing there, and people are still trying to budge you, people are still trying to push you, and it's uncomfortable, and you do get claustrophobic, you do get tired. So yes, that's all I can say. I know a lot now for the next concert. I know to be more prepared for the weather and to just learn to relax a little bit, that it's not the end of the world if I'm not like Barricade and stuff, like it's all good in the hood, and that it's gonna be a great time no matter where I'm standing. But it was a good first experience. I would not change anything for the world. I was in a perfect spot. I got to interact the way that I wanted to. I got Jimin to notice me. I wish Namjoon would say a little hello to me, but it was okay. He did do his little shimmies in front of me, so it was all good. It was okay, Namjoon. Even though I said, Namjoon, what's good, my dude? Accepted it. Park Jimin's my husband, it would seem. Park Jimin never lets me down, Namjoon, okay? Park Jimin comes through every time. He's a hello. He nods. He winks. He flirts. Okay? Wait. Anyways. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was informative in some way. I know it was a lot of rambling. But I'm not very good at like these sit down talks. I feel a little awkward, a little weird about them. But I hope you guys learned something, and if you still have some tour dates, I hope this helps you. If you're doing GA, I really highly suggest, my main takeaway points is, if you can camp out, I highly suggest you camp out. And if you want a good spot, I really think you should stay at the sides of the diamond, okay? The diamond, okay? And then you're good to go, okay? And I can guarantee you, you will have your BTS interactions, okay? They just love that. And also, if you want some brownie points, I highly suggest you like have something for the member. I think Jimin noticed all my chimmy gear, because I literally was wearing a chimmy elastic, and I had my army bomb. I keep that. You see this boy? I keep one of these like chimmy keychains on my army bomb. So I wear my army bomb around my neck, and it has like this BT21 chimmy like neck thing. And then I also, on the back of my phone, I have Namjoon, because you know he is my husband. And then I have this like chimmy. It kind of matches, but it's like a chimmy wrist type thing. And I just like, just because it's easier for me to hold my phone this way. And plus I didn't want to deal with what's it called, filming, because sometimes, you know, you get a little tired. So like it's just nice to just be like, okay, like if they come at me, I'm ready, I'm set. But yeah, if you have anything that the members, I guess, would notice. I noticed Jin like noticed my friend's RJ one, because she has RJ, and he like, I guess a fan threw RJ at him, so he actually like what's it called, came running just to show her his RJ, which I found adorable. And so yeah, if you have anything like BT21 or like BTS related, I really think you should put it on your like army bombs or your phones, because they will notice it. And I think that's what brings them coming back to your side, when they see that they have like people who like stand them, I guess, who bias them on like a side. They do come back to you a lot more. Like I said, Jin kept coming back because my friend had a Jin like RJ and stuff, and Taehyung kept coming back because my friend was all tatad, and I feel like Jimin kept coming back because I was all Jiminy, and then Namjoon kept coming back because of his picture. I feel like me and Yoongi had one interaction only, and that's when I started crying because he like looked at me and frowned because he was like I was like freaking bawling. And Hosuk was a cool guy. He kept coming back. If you guys can see, I actually keep my bracelets from the concert. See? BTS World Tour. Ours were green. Like, for the love of God, why did we have ugly green? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, press like. If you're new, please subscribe. Thank you, videos every other day. And if you guys have any more questions, please leave them for me down below. I'll answer them, or message me on Twitter. My DMs are always open, or message me on Instagram because my DMs are always open there too, and I am pretty good at answering. So yes, yeah, see you soon for some more videos. We're probably filming some reaction videos today, but I can get them out tomorrow. But yeah, bye.